Well, government's chief negotiator for the deal told ZNS News that he thinks it's important to eliminate misconceptions as he shared some inside information about what happened around the negotiating table. Wilson said the first hurdle both sides had to get over was the quality of service issue that many PTC customers say started the minute the company was sold to Cable and Wireless.
What happened was, during the course of the negotiations, the former Prime Minister did things which I hope that at some point he will explain to the Bahamian people why he did it. Because on the surface it's not logical. It was like he reached a point where there was like it comes across to me as like it was spiteful. I am gonna, words to the effect, I'm gonna tie this up so much that no one could touch it. Well, why should you tie up something in a way that your own people can't benefit in the future from it? I mean, see, the point I make, it's not logical to me why that statement or why that approach was in the national interest of the Bahamas. So, for example, why would the government at that point have agreed to put in the agreement that if this thing was in any way changed, the country had to pay $100 million in the first year, $80 million in this, and $40 million in the third year. I mean, why was that in the interest of the country? Why would he have not resisted that on the grounds that, look, we're a democracy? And if a future prime minister has a different view on this matter and he reflects the will of the people through a free and fair election, well, then that's the risk you pay. And the interesting thing about it is, why I say that was particularly, I don't understand it, is that Cable and Wireless is used to that. We saw the records when we came over, we went and we saw the records where Cable and Wireless says, we know these things happen. They take political risk. Why would the government of the Bahamas protect Cable and Wireless against the political risk of doing business in the Bahamas? I don't understand that. So that comment about I tie it up so that whatever it is, it just comes across to me like it was spite against your own people.
Now, Wilson also shared the committee's astonishment over the terms of the original deal that was negotiated under the previous administration. Stopping short of calling it a giveaway, the committee chairman had this to say about the intentions of the former prime minister.
The British High Commissioner came to see me, essentially sort of saying, listen, this is a British company and let's make sure we treat them right. And they were advancing Cable and Wireless's interests. Well, at that point, I don't think I had yet, I want to make that point. We, the committee, had yet convinced Cable and Wireless just how serious this quality issue was. I was able to take advantage of the fact that a former Governor General named Dame Ivy had written a letter to the press talking about quality of service. So I used that, I gave it to the British High Commissioner. I says, look at this, read it, look at the author. This is a former representative of Her Majesty the Queen. This is no rabble-rouser, troublemaker. This is the epitome of what the Commonwealth is all about. I think that was significant because I believe that helped, I don't know it for a fact, but I think that helped to go back to Cable and Wireless and people in the British government that maybe the people in the Bahamas had a point.